Get ready to match the stars from The Love Boat, Bernie Kopell, Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Reilly, from Barnaby Jones, Lee Meriwether, Richard Dawson, and Betty White, as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game 78. And now, here's the star of Match Game 78, Gene Weaver.
Thank you. Lady Guinevere, how nice of you. Hello there, friends. Would you join me in greeting these celebrated people? Hello, stars.
Hello.
Hey. Hey. Now would the stars join me in greeting June Wagner and Betty White over there? Hey. Those of you who were with us last time, remember that June Wagner's the current champ. She's got $3,450 to her credit, and she's being challenged by a lady named Betty White, and who happens to have the same name as someone sitting over there.
And is my mother going to be surprised?
Yes. Are you surprised? You are, indeed. Now, the score at this moment is 6-2, and we're in the middle of round 2. That means you have one shot at it.
Right.
And the best you could do is achieve a tie, match the 4 celebrities you have not matched. And if we do that, then we'll go to a tiebreaker and see what happens from there. Now, let's see about this. All right, here we go. This is the last question of this game. June, you know what you have to do. Got to match all 4 remaining ones. Brett lays out and Richard lays out. The rest of you, please respond to this. Nanook, the Eskimo, said, "My wife must have really been hungry because when I came home today, I found her in front of the igloo eating Frosty the Snowman's blank off." My wife must have been really hungry. Nanook, the Eskimo, is speaking.
Yes, I know.
When I came home today, I found her in front of the igloo eating Frosty the Snowman's blank off. All right. Did you finish already?
Finicho.
Oh, you're good.
Thank you. That's not what you've always said.
Okay, I guess we're all set here. June Wagner? Nanook, the Eskimo, said, "My wife must have been really hungry because when I came home today, I found her in front of the igloo eating Frosty the Snowman's blank off."
Eskimo pies? Oh. Oh.
Eskimo pies.
Off.
Off.
I forgot the off.
Yes. Oh, that's too bad. She forgot the off. She just misinterpreted the question a little bit. Bernie?
I thought she might have been eating Frosty the Snowman's toes off.
Toes. Not a match, so that means Betty White wins the game. What the rest of you have? Okay. Congratulations to you. Okay, if you would, please. I'll be with you in a second here. While we say goodbye to June Wagner here. Wonderful. $3,450 and a kiss from Gene Rayburn. Goodbye, my dear. Well, you got a rooter down here? To where?
My fiance, right?
Is that your
down there.
fiance? He's rooting for you. Well, a lot of people are rooting for you. Now, here's the way it goes. We polled the studio audience not too long ago. We said you write down your best answer to this. Monday blank. Now, if you match the answer they wrote down most often, you get $500. If you match the answer they wrote down most frequently, the second one there, you get $250 or whatever it is there. Now, if you match the third most frequently given response, you end up with $100. And the best part of it is 3 of our 6 stars will give you some assistance.
Betty?
Oh, Betty. Monday blues.
Monday blues.
Richard?
Pardon?
Richard is...
Yes. Monday,
Second is
Tuesday,
tough.
Wednesday, Thursday,
That's
Friday. Is that enough?
That's enough.
I'll stop at Friday.
Yes. So you want to say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That's
Yeah.
what you want to say, Richard?
Do you know anything else, Yo-Yo?
You're booing, Richard.
I've got one.
Just a second. I'm getting paid, you know. Figure that out.
One more.
Lee?
Oh, Gene.
I left Saturday and Sunday.
Monday.
Well, there's one good... I can think of one, but I can't give it to you.
Here. Well,
Look at the other one before you make up your mind.
that was
It's
it.
the same thing. Oh, dear, I don't know. Monday morning.
Monday morning.
The next time, Lee,
So we
you're
have
on your
Monday
own.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Monday blues. Now, at this time, think carefully because you have an option. Choose one of those, or you might have a better idea, which they haven't thought of.
I'll say Monday morning.
Monday morning, that's the one that Lee gave you. What about Monday's child is full of grace?
Ah, yes.
Or Monday is wash day.
Or fair of face?
Monday night football. somebody
Monday
said.
night
Monday
football.
night
Monday morning quarterback. Now,
Now you tell us.
she chose Monday morning, the one given her by Leanne Meriwether. Let's find out if it's up there. May we see the $100 number? Monday night football, that's one the audience had. All right, let's go up the scale. See the next one, please. Monday morning, you've got it there. Okay. Yeah, go up there and thank them. They're the one who really gave it to you there. No, you don't want to be
Oh,
thanked.
you're
All
going to be
right.
surprised when Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday show up.
I am going to be surprised when
Oh, my.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday come up there now. What do you think it's going to be? Blues? Okay, slide it. Blues. The one that Betty gave you. Well, anyway, you're going to play for 10 times that amount now, or $2,500. And we want to give you the money, but you got to match one exactly.
Betty.
All right, Betty, she's going to try to match you and collect the $2,500. Here we go. Good luck to you, Betty. Betty White against playing with Betty White. Now, there ought to be a little empathetic feeling going between the two of these Betty Whites, don't you think? Sure. All right, here it is. Worth a blank. That's W-O-R-T-H. Or a blank. Worth a blank. All right. Betty White, you're going to try and match Betty White. What do you say to that? Worth a
$1,000,000.
Worth $1 million. All right. I would say that there ought to be some feeling between the two of you, and it would be logical and natural for her to match you.
There was a lot of feeling between us on blues, and it didn't work, right?
Yeah, right.
My answer isn't worth a cent.
Worth a cent.
I'm sorry, Betty. I'm
that's
sorry.
too bad. Well, listen, you have a total of $350, and you're going to meet another player and play another game. Who knows, you may be up here again. Right now, this for you. All right, here we go. Let's all welcome Bob Carmichael. Oh, yeah. Applause, applause, applause. Thank you very much. Hello, Bob. Yeah. Now, we'll start this game in a second or two here, but we'd like to find out who Bob Carmichael is, what he does, anything you want to say about yourself.
Okay, Gene, I'm from New York City, and I haven't had a vacation in about 2 years. I just took off from my job. I'm a child care worker in Spring Valley, New York.
A what?
A child care worker.
A child care worker, I see.
Yes, in Spring Valley, New York.
Yeah.
And I'm here for about a 3-week vacation.
Well, welcome.
And I love California. This is a beautiful state.
Yes, yes. Okay, Bob Carmichael, welcome to you and good luck to you. Here we go. You can have A or B.
I'll take B.
B it is for Bob Carmichael. Sheila said, she said, I realized I married a weirdo on our wedding night. I expected him to come to bed in his birthday suit, but instead, he came to bed in a blank suit. We appreciate your enthusiasm, but if you shout out those answers, they may be rotten answers, you see, and you're going to mislead everybody on this stage. So that's why we ask you not to say the answers out loud, but I thank you anyway. All right, here we go. Ready, Bob?
Yes.
Sheila said, I realized I married a weirdo on our wedding night. I expected him to come to bed in his birthday suit, but instead he came to bed in a blank suit.
3-piece suit.
A 3-piece suit. Goodbye. I'm leaving. 3-piece suit, he said.
Well, he was so silly that he came to bed in a clown suit.
A clown suit.
Yes.
Terrific. All right. What do you got there?
He was so hot, he came to bed in a sweatsuit.
A sweatsuit.
Mr. Carmichael has a beautiful three-piece suit on,
That's true.
but he has to stay a little longer here to know about wetsuit.
A wetsuit. That seems to be the answer. See, a wetsuit is something, you know what a wetsuit is?
Bathing suit.
Well, it's that real thick foam rubber to keep you warm when you go diving, scuba diving in cold water.
Okay.
And it's real thick and it covers your whole body and there are no openings at all anywhere in a wetsuit. No way. Yes.
And it is made of rubber.
Right. That's exactly right.
The people that brought you Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Now give you
Vested suit.
a vested suit is a three-piece suit.
That's the temporary lapse.
They've changed. They've turned on you for the
About
better.
time. A little unsanitary there for a while.
Looking for a three-piecer, Betty.
Aren't we all? Wetsuit.
A wetsuit. Okay. Well, he got one there. That's not bad, is it? You ready for yours? Mm-hmm. The Hollywood tour guide said, "You can tell that those are Horrible Hank's footprints in the cement. Now take a look. They're the only footprints here with blank." You understand? This is a Hollywood tour guide speaking. He says, "You can tell that those are Horrible Hank's footprints in the cement. Take a look. They're the only footprints here with blank." You still don't understand it?
Yes, I understand.
Can't read it any slower than that. Look at it, he's finished already while you're still trying to get your brain in high gear.
Horrible.
Horrible Hank. Horrible Hank. Horrible Hank. All right. Now, Betty White, the Hollywood tour guide said, "You can tell that those are Horrible Hank's footprints in the cement. Take a look. They're the only footprints here with
6 toes?
6 toes." I suppose Horrible Hank could have had 6 toes. He could have had other things too, right?
He might have had claws.
Claws. Horrible Hank could have had claws. Hollywood Boulevard Best Answer Award. Oh, that's nice.
The only person with nail polish on them.
Nail polish. Horrible Hank.
That's
Well,
a wonderful answer.
teaches something new about Horrible Hank. Charles?
In keeping with these fabulous answers, webbed toes.
Webbed toe
Go with the west suit.
with a 3-piece suit. All right. Lee, take a look. They're the only footprints here with
With 8 toes.
8 toes.
It doesn't count?
No, 8 toes
Well, I
ain't
mean,
6 toes.
One
That's-
foot had 6 and the other had 2.
Sure.
You know?
Nice try, though.
Working at it.
What do you say to this?
Horrible.
Horrible.
Definitive answer.
Right.
Athlete's foot.
Absolutely. Did he have athlete's foot?
Just a moment. I have athlete's foot. That doesn't make you a horrible person. That's Yes, a very it does, common Charles. disease.
Thank you, Charles.
We have to be careful what we say.
Yes, of course we do, don't we? Except, you see, his was so bad that...
No, you can't get out of it. We've already injured our reputation.
No, we haven't. It was so bad that you could tell... I'll tell you.
Even the imprint that
No, the imprint, he left his imprint in there, and you could hardly tell it was a foot because it was all gnarled and the skin. All you saw was the bones. The fungus ate right through to the bones there. It was a terrible sight, yes. You're booing the star of the show. Sorry. Yes, Miss Betty.
The athlete's foot that Chuck has is attached to Joe Namath. That's the only problem. Now, I tell you, this may require a meeting. I said 12 toes. Now, when you split that between each foot, 6 and 6.
You gave it to us. Okay.
You give it to her with 12 and me not with 8?
No.
Oh, you're 4 short.
You're 4 short. That's right. There are 4 on each toe. But one never knows. She might have meant 3 on each toe. Who knows what these weirdos we get on around here. Anyway, the score at the end of round 1 is 1-1. And now this. Pay attention. We go to round 2. Okay, Bob, A or B?
I'll take A.
A. He matched one person in the first round. Richard, you do not play. Everybody else, please respond to this. Agnes said to Sheila, "My husband is really mean." I'm sorry, we'll have to hire a whole nother audience to do that there. "My husband is really mean. Yesterday he stepped on my cigarette." And Sheila said, "What's so mean about that?" And Agnes said, "The cigarette was in my blank at the time." That's what's so mean about that. "Husband is really mean. Stepped on my cigarette." Sheila said, "What's so mean about that?" Agnes said, "The cigarette was in my blank at the time."
Answer.
All right.
He's so crazy as if anybody wants to look at his answer. I've just...
Well, you certainly did, didn't you? Didn't you look at my answer?
Write it down.
Let the audience see.
I hope these two learn to get along.
Here we go. Agnes said to Sheila, "My husband is really mean. Yesterday he stepped on my cigarette." And Sheila said, "What's so mean about that?" And Agnes said, "The cigarette was in my blank at the time."
My mouth.
My mouth. Yeah. Okay, you got the right idea there. Very good. Here we go, Bernie.
Since we have a limited number of possibilities as to where that cigarette might be, I've chosen mouth.
Mouth it is. There's one for him.
This is what she wrote before she saw my answer.
This is what she wrote.
That's not true.
Hand.
No, but I changed my mind.
You
and
changed
I
your
wrote-
mind.
As your eyes came over to see what I was writing.
No, as I
The
realized
audience
that...
saw. The camera was on.
That it was that, but I realized that I has been 16 months since I've had a cigarette.
Yes, of course.
So I put mouth. Now, he says, he says I stole that, but that's not true. It's that I have forgotten that you go
Yeah.
like that.
Oh, yeah. You had to
So I had
refresh
to
your
think
memory.
about it for a minute.
Charles,
What is this? Your Adam's apple?
love thy neighbor.
I love it.
Okay.
This is only a game.
Oh, it's only a game, of course. Bob's got up to 4. What do you say, Lee?
Let's make it 5.
5 for him. All right. Agnes said the cigarette was in my mouth at the time. What do you think of that?
Oh, it's don't write over there.
That's
ODW.
right. He don't
Mouth.
write. Mouth it is. 6 for him. Well, you ready for yours? Here it is. Superman said, "Sometimes I see things with my X-ray vision that really shock me. I just found out that Lois Lane is blank." I love this one.
I like this one, too.
Yeah.
I think it's
Now, you
cute.
matched in the first round, so you don't play.
Oh, thank heaven.
Oh, this is an easy
Did I
one.
ever want to come?
Right. Wonderful. Put it in the slot, and away we go. Here we go. Now, you got to match all 5 to stay in the game and achieve a tie. Superman said, "Sometimes..." Hurry up, Lee.
Oh, wait a minute.
All right. Superman said, "Sometimes I see things with my X-ray vision that really shock me. I just found out that Lois Lane is
Really a man?
really a man." And Lois Lane is Louis Lane. What do you say?
That Lois Lane is bionic.
Lois Lane is bionic. Well, that means Bob Carmichael wins the game. What do the rest of you have? A man, a boy. All right. Come on down, Bob. All right. What do we have? A little blue dot on the rug there while we say goodbye to Betty White. She's going to be leaving here with a total of $350 and our best wishes. There goes Betty White. Say goodbye to Betty White. Okay, now we've got this for you. Billboard. 30 seconds. 30 seconds to the billboard.
You know what Bernie just said?
What?
He said, "I don't want to go home. It's like a party." He had such a
Oh,
swell time.
Bernie, thank you.
Nice here.
This is his first time around here. So look for Bernie again here, and also look for him on Love Boat. And on Barnaby Jones. Well, Barnaby Jones doesn't sail on the Love Boat, does he?
No, but I'd like to.
You'd like to sail on a Love
We'd
Boat?
like to have you sail
All
on
right.
a Love Boat,
What do we all say? We all go on a Love Boat. Next time we get together, these are the people you'll see.
Bill Daly, Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Riley, Sarah Purcell, Richard Dawson, and Betty White.
How about them apples? So join us. Gene Rayburn here. Goodbye.
Exasperated by simple-minded word games?
Boy, I've never heard this one before.
Then beguile yourself with the subtle nuances and esoteric musings of lingo.
How did you come up with the name Butt Monkey?
You will thrill to every syllable uttered by our wordsmith Chuck Woolery.
Ain't is a contraction of R's not.
This is where quintuplet lexicons come to gambol.
Excuse me?
It's not just words, dear boy. It's lingo tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern and Pacific on Game Show Network.
Very deep thinkers in our group.